9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Greetings, everyone, and the Muslims. Please cooperate here with my. I don't want to gain. I'm not doing this to gain sympathies. Sometimes, of course, I'm human. And under this. I'm not an A student or something. I just am doing this to help my Muslims, Shias and all. Also, I get angry. I say, I have this, you would say it's a bipolar kind of a behavior, but I've been diagnosed as, what do you call it? It's more than, although it's more than schizophrenia. Again, I forget that word. It's word is not phobia, but the other one I was just trying to remember. I remembered, and then I've forgotten again. I keep saying here phobia now. It's so, and it's more than schizophrenia. I'm not trying to gain anyone's sympathies. I know very little people, very few people have sympathies. For someone, they can use this against me to, like, for example, right now, making sweeping statements against me and my condition, exploiting. And what a way to do this, right? Very cunning man. This mufti guy, uh, he's a mufti, he says. The ground has left my ground left my feet when your lawyer did this in Lahore, Pakistanis, uh, gaslighting me and all this. Um, making sweeping statements, taunting me. Then why do you come here when I'm asking for forgiveness? And then why are you coming here when you know from what Purana time, since when? You've lost 30 years of mine. I grew up, Miss Desad disciplining me, trying to discipline me. Then my real life started, painful life. I changed completely. So what about that? And since then, the pain I was on, and I'm going to talk about this, and no person is going to make me feel like I'm asking for sympathies or something. It's my life story. So I changed myself or tried to work at it, right? Since I got separated 1984, April or somewhere, trying to remember exactly, but tentatively telling you, not exactly. April or 1984, definitely, got separated from his Tisa. I left Karachi American School thinking it would be better that way, but then they wouldn't take me because when I went to the local school, academy school in defense, I couldn't adjust to that and I left it. So my father asked, people were spreading rumors against me at that time uh, when I went to Center for Advanced Studies in 1985, um, that she's a lesbian and God knows what. Pakistani people doing this. Um, and now at this, so in that time, I had completely determined to discipline myself as Mr. Saw wanted me in that pain of separation and everything. Tried. I mean, I was a gone case, but even now it's very difficult. Please, I'm supposed to not go to sleep. I was supposed to come here earlier, but couldn't. I don't know what they're doing to me. Things have come out on Facebook, like I didn't say Jesus and it just came out. There's another evidence here that I'm possessed. And I said it, I said, I didn't say Jesus. And I heard it out like I was like, can you hear this? And the evidence is there on live stream at Facebook. I didn't say Jesus, but through my voice, someone made me say Jesus through me. So this, thank you, healers on Facebook live stream 6 hours ago. I have evidence. Now it's too late. So I'm put in a lot of pain. I can do one thing at a time. Like if I'm doing this, I can't even eat properly. I stand there, just quickly making tea, flustered, and anxiety. So please cooperate here just because I'm doing this one thing. There'll be people who'll be jealous. I don't know. I didn't know. I'm like, what kind of people are they? What kind of people? So under this, I can't take it, can't process. How many times am I going to say this? I can't process my feelings even. Then my head feels like it's cracked. I can't explain the condition. And then I start abusing and saying very vulgar things. So if you disturb me here, it's going to be really messy, bad, vulgar, abusive. Now, I've confessed to this and I'm saying, please cooperate. But Pakistani men and women, this Amreen also, with that guy, that Mufti guy, I mean, you are too, I don't know what kind of people you are. You don't care about human beings, let alone like animals. So might is right. A Pakistani who's just working for my brother came back after Eid vacations, the last Ramadan Eid al-Fitr, told me it's terrible there. That's why this person had to come here and work with my brother, for my brother, another person from Pakistan. My father said that. And might is right, and in every place there's their army men in businesses and all that. Their might is, I mean, he was telling me at this time, I was like, just doing, so in the car, we were going somewhere. He was telling me, because he helps my brother, and so he's our helper, assistant, driver, Pakistani. I think he told me his father was an ex in the military, some position. Yet, against the military army, Pakistani army, he was saying to me. So this, okay, and another thing is that I'll get to the topic, but like whatever M16, M17 is doing against Muslims are under siege or whatever it is, I'm really sorry. I wish it wasn't like this against you Muslims, but you have also not, stopped these things against Shia Hazaras and other places where bomb blasts happen. It was getting too much in Pakistan for us Shias when I was a Shia there, and even afterwards when I left. Um, the conflict and all this. I'm doing this in an academic manner. Oh, I'm not level-headed like the Westerners. I wish I had learned to be like the Westerners, those very level-headed people, and the majority of them are like that in the West. In London, I saw majority of them are like that. So very good people, very trustworthy, feeling very safe. In fact, in one of these, who is this? A Britisher going to, what's his name again? So going to another European place was saying, Thank you for this opportunity to talk here at some place, a lecture instituted and educational institute. I was saying I felt so safe here. Imagine a Britisher saying this in this a European country, right? So feeling safe as a child, also in London. Can't believe you people. So, uh, then if I say something about my health, the reason why I'm saying it, I've already said this. Um, some of you would come here or somewhere else say that she's, or inside of your heads, or what, say that she's using her health to wind, us up. Someone like have more followers. I don't want followers, more followers, and I'm happy with this in my natural element when I'm not very. So I can't explain when I get quite insecure about myself and my health. Uh, then I'm happy with this kind of followers. I don't want followers. I want people, good people gathering, calling good in the sense that, understanding hearts and all this cooperating. So whatever is happening against the Muslims right now, extremists or not, or whatever it is that uh, you're getting a bad name in the world, Islam is getting a bad name in the world due to the extremists, and maybe ISIS, whoever created ISIS, funded, and all this, whatever is happening. But let's one thing at a time. If violation of human rights, yes, we can talk about that. And this also, the Quran. I saw, and I started with the Quran. I don't give many hadiths. I didn't start with Sunni hadiths. I started with the Quran. It's a pathetic book, I tell you. And another thing is being shocked to the bones in this condition that people, that Shias would kill. So, right? Apostates. I mean, you can't talk against the Prophet. When I realized in my 40s or something, how long has it been? I'm an ex-Muslim. I was like, no, no way. And seeing human rights violations, just these kind of nikah, my women, these women, I don't want to call, why my, you see? So I have a little bit of this, right? Shia conditioning. Or maybe not. How can you Shias watch this? Women's women nikah. Look, in Iran, I just saw some time ago violations like a woman going to the wanting a divorce, or alim talking to her like no way, like this, right? A male alim. I didn't even like this. I felt it was slightly abrasive, right? Maybe you might not feel that way. So there's maybe someone else might not, a Muslim, another Shia Muslim. But I felt, what is this? Um, I just didn't feel it was right. This was like, for me, a great violation against women. So, oh my God. So I do this a lot. Oh my goodness, sorry. If you think this is rude, like Sayyid Yazid on Ex-Muslims from Pakistan channel. Sorry, I'm Not trying to be rude or anything. Iran violation for women. Look at the divorce cases. Before this hijab thing, even for me, no, the marriage, divorce. Oh, I should put. Oh, so those were old videos now. It's all on the crackdown, uh, Iran's female morality police. This is too much for me. I can't. No, divorce, Iranian style, global document. Oh, this. I found it. It's real stories. Now, you could think these foreigners are trying to do this. I don't know. Or if the foreigners are trying to expose these things, good. I'm glad they are exposing every single thing in Iran. This is like, oh. So, can you believe it? I didn't like this, the way it's been done, the divorce. Another one here that you maybe you can't see this divorce Iranian style. Women make movies channel. Women make movies, and the first one is Real Stories channel on YouTube. Yeah, what is this? So I really don't like this kind of stuff. It's kind of abrasive for me. I'm very soft-hearted. I get angry and all this. Please respect the woman's wishes. If she, like, I also get angry at people coming here and saying they're interested in me. Um, you're wasting your time. I get very, very angry at that also. You know, हम किसी की, my heart is somewhere else, my soul is somewhere else with someone else. So I get angry, very angry at that also. And now, if you do it, I'm going to give you like really bad words and all this. Even though I don't want to, I condemn it. So my true discipline year started when I was separated from his sister. I stopped saying yar even. I tried to brush up on my manners, uh, talk like, a Western, not even like those who, in London, those who don't say even F word or anything. I even stopped my friend from saying that just in a sentence, F, what the F is this, or, like that. I said, if you're going to be with me in CAS, Center for Advanced Studies, for all levels, if you want to be my friend, then you can't say this with here. I stopped my friend, ex-friend Saima Peer from Canada, Pakistani origin. So, sweeping statements made by this Mufti man, taunting, provoking. Then why do you come here, back here? Please give your time to your wife or something. I will also be then. No, but I can't be sarcastic to someone who says they're not well. Like, you see, I was going to ask, request, appeal, United Arab Emirates. I thought Sheikh Hamdan had come, but he hadn't come. It was a fake account on Facebook. He said, "What do you want?" I said, "Brother, I would like if we could have helplines. Like someone wants to commit murder, commit suicide. Maybe, just maybe, a helpline could help. We could talk to them and talk them out of this. Like in the Arabian Nights, what was it called? Right, that murderer has he used to marry and then he used to kill his wife on the next night or that same night. And one wife, what was her name? She tried to deter him, and how she did it. So if someone really give the chance for the criminal or someone who wants to commit a crime, keep the helplines open. Maybe, just maybe, someone might call us and say, no, oh, please help me. I have this, like a kleptomaniac. He realizes he's a kleptomaniac, but he's just, this is his maybe thousand time, but the thousand and one time. If we have helplines available for him, he could call and say, I don't want to do this anymore, help me. Like someone beating his wife calls the helpline saying, I don't want to beat my wife. Help me, right? Help me. I don't want to uh, abuse. Don't aggravate my condition. Help me. I don't want to beat my wife today. Maybe this could help. Like, oh, if a man sees this Muslim man and says, yeah, you know, if there are any violations against Muslims around the world, I'm really sorry. There is Candid Lubna. There are other, you can make videos and talk about this. And another, like with interviewers, Muslim interviewers, what you think, how the West has now suppressed you and put you under siege. Uh, but this, I really, like, you know, want to get to the root of this. And Westerners doing this, actually, I've been very shocked. First of all, in Pakistan, betrayed thoroughly in this when they madness or इंसान को ऐसा पागल कर देता है कि कंट्रोल नहीं रहता है. So Maulana Sahab, whoever my father brought, who was watching me from a distance, I don't know how, that I slept. आंख लग गई. I slept for a little while. Yeah, we were talking about suicide. So I was saying that what does black magic make you do? Does it make you do suicide? He said, no, it puts you in a feeling like psychic, maybe that's what he's trying to say. It doesn't force you to commit suicide, but it makes you, in a way, want to commit suicide. Right? So there's like it can't force you. I don't know. Maybe it could. I disagreed with him. Maybe I disagree with him now. I think it paves the way for what he was trying to say is black magic, and he said that there is on you. So the spiritual Shia, and he's watching me and all that. So that I didn't like. Thank God. After that, I had to come to leave Karachi, Pakistan altogether and come to UAE for the renewal of my passport. And I was talking to him and I was really scared. Like at my aunt's place, they were saying they're going to harm whoever helps me. And she had a really good Pakistani driver. They were going to harm the driver. So driver went through a terrible accident. Then he went back to Pakistan. I don't know where he in Pakistan, which city he was from. This happened also. And there was like this, God knows what, in my aunt's, my cousin's room. Like I would hear something falling. Oh, and I was like, oh my God. You know, they were scaring me. And I was so scared. And then I would call this man up or on Facebook, or something, talk to him. And I was so scared, I cannot tell you. And this paranoia, it's paranoia, schizophrenia. Yeah, I've now, the word has come, not phobia. Uh, what happened is I was really scared. Then, I don't, like I called my friend there, and she was like, yeah, they can't talk to you like for long. She has a family. She said, why don't you just go to Facebook then and do what you do and all this. I said, no, I can't, I can't put the, like, I wouldn't say talk to me and all this, but like, it was like terrible. It wasn't me anymore. Person changes also. So, पुरानी बातों को पीछे रखें or consider their mitigating circumstances. कोई लाइक वो फैमिली एक चीज पे अटकी हुई है, इमेज पे लेके, पुराने इमेज पे ताने दे रही है कि तुम तो ऐसी थी, तुम तो गुस्से वाली थी, taunting you, you were an angry person. मेरी माँ ने बहुत, like, there are some people, they really, like, हमने अपनी माँ को इतना अभी we I miss her and I realize जब अपने पे नहीं आती है ना तो पता नहीं चलता है. Like, I know who is behind her behavior. उसको ब्लेम करना अनफेयर ना. तो वो जो जादू कर रहा है वो बहुत अच्छा है. वो कभी स्लिप नहीं होता है. वो लवेबल, आपको बहुत मज़ा आएगा उनके साथ. फ्रेंडशिप में एन्जॉयमेंट, उनसे बात करने में आपको बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. They don't get angry, they don't slip. बहुत lovable, amiable personality, charismatic. You get it? हमें ऐसा कर दिया है. Another, so it's been difficult. क्या है कि बहुत पेन में रखा है. अभी मैं उठी हूँ पेन में और सोई भी थी पेन में. Sleeping in pain, getting up in pain, and not able to eat properly, not able to order for my food, grocery or anything today that I was supposed to do again. Uh, so please, और हेल्पलाइन होनी चाहिए. अगर कोई जैसे अपनी वाइफ बीटिंग कर रहा है जिसको हम ये दिखाएं और उन्होंने देख लिया यूट्यूब, सपोज किसी को हम हेल्प कर सकते हैं और उनके दिमाग में ये आ गया कि हाँ ये तो सही बात है. This is yeah, it's right that this is a cause of marital rape. I'm not talking about Indian marital rape, Hindu God's marital rape, but here for now, just concentrate on this ayat, right? Your wives are your tilts, right? For you. Quran ayat. I've seen what a pathetic book this is, and then Saudi Arabia has found many, whatchamacallit, errors in the Quran. So, can the Quran even be reformed? Hadiths are there, but okay, so there's this surah. Before we go to whether the Quran can be reformed, even this Quran cannot be reformed. That some Muslims will say that the commands of Allah cannot be reformed. So if something is not mentioned in the Quran and you do something, a Muslim does some good thing, uh, which is not clear in the Quran for you, for the circumstance, then you take a istikhara or something. And if you do that good thing, that's good. Maybe that hadith was on that. I don't know. We need to look at the hadith I just found on Ex-Muslim from Pakistan channel again about this. But here we have Surah Baqarah 2 to 3. Your wives are as a tilt unto you. So approach your tilts when or how you will. It tells a man to do this, right? And but do some good. Let's do some good. Like take some charity out before this. I don't know. So remain okay. Doing some good doesn't mean that it will make you a good person and you're not raping your wife at times. Like for her, it's like the consent for her husband has to be operative continuously. So she and a Muslim lady that no, God, like for me, my consent for my husband. Once I said yes for the nikah, and again I'm wondering, you see, why don't the Arabs say nikah? When my family came from Karachi, the Arab side, they would say aqad and not nikah. I thought maybe they didn't want to, they chucked this word out of their Khoja, Muscati, Luwati language, Khoja Muscati, we call it, dictionary. But then, to my very shock, I found nikah in the Quran, right? Then I was like, why did they chuck it out? The Arabs know what nikah means, actually, so they cannot use that word. However, for whatever purpose, for this purpose, God chose this really terrible word, which the Arabs don't use. And that's why my Arab side of the family dropped this word in Dubai, coming to Dubai from Karachi. Not saying nikah, but saying aqad. Another of that shock I had. I thought they just dropped the Pakistani nikah word, like Khuda Hafiz, and start using the Arabic word for nikah. And this was the Urdu word. Another shock, so just mentioning it here. Your wives are a tilt for you, so come to your tilt, but like when you wish, and send forth for yourselves good deeds. This is good, and or maybe having children, offspring, is good for you. And I thought maybe send forth some good, like give some charity. Like I used to go to my principal's house before that, send something. I tell my driver to like send some naan or something to my for the poor, things like that. So if there's no kebab, then just naan or give to someone. This so I thought this like send forth for yourselves, like give some charity. I didn't know that this was offspring for the offspring. So the man here has total like his freedom to go into his wife's. Nisaakum is women. Go into the women, not even wives. Now this could and the poor Muslims, the women, they feel this is our religion, this is a true God, and we can't go against. Like the day we said in the nikah, yes, right, to the Maulana, it means this our consent is operative for this also, for the men, continuously. So some Muslim women saying saying it like this, like brainwashed. This is true God, and this is what our God has told us. Our consent is operative. This gives cause to rape, marital rape also. Right now, I'm not talking about the West. You could say rape happens everywhere, but this is one thing that it encourages rape. How could your Allah do this? Even if you feel your Allah has now given you, the day you said yes in the nikah nama, before the nikah, uh, and you signed the you just said yes, right? So then this is it. You have opened, you have allowed your husband to have sex with you whenever he wants to have sex with you. Even if you are tired, you don't feel like it, and we're told to fight against our nafs, to pray namaz 5 times in 3 parts or what of the day, or the way the Sunnis do it, 5 times. So the point was that we have to fight ourselves. So you're fighting, even though you're not in the mood or something, and then the Muslims call you moody, as they have called me, right? Some in my just some relatives or something. Oh, mood nahi hai jaane ka cho. You're moody. So there's then you see the Muslims, or you would say, yes, I'm moody. I have to fight against this mood. This shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be like this. So what a pathetic book this is. Do you know that in some Western places, or like let's learn from the West, that this could give rise to marital rape, right? And if you don't have consent, you're not enjoying it, you're tired, your husband is enjoying it, you feel that's okay. This is Jihad Akbar for you. If you don't give this to your husband, he might go for another wife, also that, or another mutta if he's a Shia, or a mutta. Yeah, you have to, and to save these fatayatakum, to save the men from zina of fornication, Surah Nisa ayat 25, right? So give them no fear, like give them no, yeah, yeah, you're in on your duty, like, oh yeah, he's my husband. If I stop this, I might push him to go to prostitute. Men will be men. God has said, right? They can't control themselves. They're ever, it's like that. Men are men. So God has found a way for them. And He's made you responsible for that and available for them. Otherwise, you might lose your man for the night or the next night. And whoever among you cannot find the means to marry free believing women, then he may marry from those whom your right hands possess of believing slave girls, and Allah is most knowing about your faith, right? Let me just share this on the screen. You believers are of one another. What a joke, what a wicked joke. So you believers are of one another, but the men cannot control themselves. You need to help your men. You need to bow to their ego, bow to their wishes, Whenever they want to have sex with you, you have to, otherwise, you might lose them for the night to a prostitute, to another woman, to a concubine, God knows what. So, this. So, marry them with the permission of their people and give them, you're marrying slave girls, and they have to be chaste. They don't have these feelings. Women have hardcore, like, they don't have hardcore, but they have this strength to control their desires according to what is acceptable, chaste, neither of those who commit unlawful intercourse randomly, nor those who take secret lovers. But once they are sheltered in marriage, if they should commit adultery, then for them is half of the punishment. You say, hooray, that's really good. Allah is so just and fair. Women, for free women. This allowance is for him among you who fears affliction. I sin. So if you can't even afford to marry believing women, maybe you don't love a. Can you believe it? Like God is saying, what if you love a simple slave girl? It's like, who do you love? This for sex, to protect you women. If you can't afford, Allah will provide for you. And why doesn't a believing free woman help you? Why are you going after those poor slave girls? Allah here should have said, oh, believing, wait a minute, you can't afford what? And whoever among you cannot afford have the means to marry free believing women. Why? That's what they believe. So they should be able to, the free believing women should be able to help you. Can't afford. Like they're too rich for you. And you are itching, right? Oh, goodness. Khadija helped Prophet Muhammad. She was a Quraysh businesswoman, right? Muslims are claiming that she wasn't an idol worshipper. She didn't have an idol in her house. Then the Christians are claiming that her cousin, at least, was Baraka, was a Christian. So what a great businesswoman, but not an idol worshiper. Okay, Bilqis. There, I've got you, Muslims. So if you've changed the history of Khadija and the religion of us, oh, you have something in conflict. Abu Talib was not uh, a believer, he was a kafir. So Sunni say this, Shia say no, he was a believer. Shia say this verse, that you cannot guide those whom you love. Shia say this is for Aisha, his wives, and Sahabas who didn't come, or, and the Sunnis say this is for Abu Talib. Prophet Muhammad loved Abu Talib, but he couldn't guide him to Islam. So this also. Now you look at the take off your fear, how to, if like today, whose live stream was I watching? Oh yes, Lubna Candid Lubna, an interview, and then a British Muslim man was saying he's a lawyer, right? So we think like this, our free, like we critical thinking, common sense also comes in when we're doing law. So even from there, thank God, the boots of our brainwashing came out. Maybe that helped me, the studying law in London. So I could see clearly this is not right. Believing women, if you can't afford them, they should be available for you. You can't afford to marry them. You can't afford. You're poor. She's rich. She's got a rich father. Or what? Huh? So see how lopsided God's rules are here? I do. It's doesn't make sense to me. So common sense, logic, critical thinking. Thank God I was taught. It crept into me. So this is what put me into trouble with Islam, and Islam put Islam into trouble with me. It seems. Oh, so one thing at a time. If I could reach out to Muslims and help them see this marital rape, and the women can be saved. The teenagers can be saved if you say, Aisha did not marry at, there's ample proof. Aisha didn't marry at 9. Then how does God decide what is marriageable age? Yeah, and Surah Nisa ayat is very, we were told Shia said later on in year 2000, that 9 years of age, you see, why start namaz, 5 times obligatory prayers at 9? It becomes obligatory. Since I thought Aisha, since Prophet Muhammad married Aisha, so at 9 consummated the marriage. Now you've got a whole new thing to look into. If you say that's not true, there's ample evidence that that's not true. In this, you can watch Candide Lubna interviewing a Muslim gentleman from London, England. Not oh, so this now try to help you one thing at a time. Trying to help the oh God, the Muslim leave Islam. Candide with Lubna, right here. Shocking and candid discussion. So this you can watch and find out. The difference is also in Hanbali, Shafi, Hanafi. Makes a world of a difference, really. Okay, this. So my duty is to come and share with you, like my lenient mother, I would leave Islam, right? So, and what's this? So I haven't even finished the whole verse, but like discussing again with you, what is this? So that even the laws of God are pathetic, pathetic. A woman, a believing woman who is rich, in this case, it seems like it, she should help this man who's going into this. So you get them married to slave girls, and then of course you say God is reduced for them because they're saving the Muslims or the punishment. God has reduced the punishment for them, these slave girls, and that it is equity. equitable, fair and square, right? What kind of a world are you creating? Equitable, fair and square, partial, fair and impartial. What would I think the solution is to this? If the man is having these problems, I think he should masturbate. I know in Christianity it's not allowed either. Catholicism or all Christianity, right? Mm. Even in some Buddhist, masturbation is so very dangerous thing. I just looked at a video some time ago on YouTube. I didn't watch it in Buddhism. So if you want for your sexual desires, don't don't use sex slave girls to get married like this, right? For your sexual desires. Get married to form a family or whom you love, to whom you can feel like you can spend your day, sleep with night in the night's day, share your bed with, share your every moment with, private moments. What is this that God has given these men in Surah Nisa 25? Better to, you know, masturbate or something. God should have found another way. So if he said no to masturbation, haram, it's haram, forbidden, and you will be punished. God should have found another way, not this way that lessen the punishment of these slave girls. Already they're slave girls. They have no say. You, right? And they have to be chaste. Even when you are unable to be chaste, you're having this fear. This is a ridiculous. Now, my this is a ridiculous religion. This is unacceptable. Fight, 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 get up. I mean, don't fight the Muslims, but fight against this religion to help the Muslims come out of it. We care for you. I care for humanity. And you believers in God, even Christians and all this, what are you waiting for? Christ is coming, Christ is coming. Come off this. Judaism. I want to help you. What are you waiting for? Messiah is coming, Messiah is coming. Get over it. Come out of it. I'm fighting for you, for your own good. I'll pull you out of this, right? So I haven't reached to Christianity. Sometimes I do. Choose. Look at your pathetic prophets. What it says? Jeremiah and this and that. What are you? What is this? And Exodus, you're killing polytheists, idol worshippers. That's what has God made you into a? Oh, that's so such a zulm, right? Can you see it? So I hope, the Jewish lady whose book I was reading about, I was so overwhelmed. She was writing on my Islam, Sufism. She didn't mention, I forgot it. She did mention Imam Ali as the Mushkil Kusha of all times. And I didn't know she was a Jew, Israeli lady. So, Sarah Saveri. Please, Sarah, I would tell Sarah Saveri, please come out of the Sufism, the taste of hidden things with Sarah Severi. I'm taste of hidden. I'm searching for her on YouTube. Hidden things, her book, her one and only book. I was so overwhelmed. I had to go out for walks, stop. Please come out of this, Sarah Severi. Even Sufism. Oh, I should search Google. So I wish I could help Sarah Severi. She helped me in London writing this book. I was so overwhelmed. Um, the Taste of Hidden Things. It's on Sufi Islam, written by an Israeli lady, Sarah Severi. So I found her on YouTube also, but here, this is her. Oh my God. Out of the frying pan into the fire, Sarah Severi. This was the one. Can you see? Oh, you can't see it too. I'll just put it on the screen. This was the cover. This was the book I bought in London, Sarah Severi's, and she's come on YouTube. So it was such a thing to see her, but here I don't see any of her YouTube videos. Yeah, here it is. Talking Sufism with Professor Sarah Severi. I forgot it's this way. Her. Oh, here it is. Beyond the Opposite, Sarah Severi. Huh? So I'm going to help her to come out of this Islam, even Sufi Islam. Why waste your time? Why waste your time? What's wrong with us? So in retrospect, like, what's wrong? Sometimes are we wishful thinkers, foolish believers? But this one God, it's in our blood. Please read Jiddu Krishnamurti or something. I recommend you read Jiddu Krishnamurti. All of you. So I will not stop. I'm unstoppable until you kill me and you've got me really like in coma or, you know, incapacitated that I can't come here. Uh, this is not hatred. This is for your own good. This is loving care. Drop something that we can't understand. And why should we understand? We're not capable of understanding these mad prophets, right? Why should you twist and turn your brains to understand? I mean, and my God, even the Jews and all getting attracted to Sufism now. Israeli lady. Are we out of our mind or something? There's some worm? Which part of the brain? So I went to Descartes and I said, okay, Descartes, I wanted to study the brain. Now there are more videos on that, like which part of the brain could be in a okay, there are miracles happening because miracles could happen. I've seen miracles. That doesn't mean that religion is true, right? You believe. It's like Jesus Christ said, okay, taking from the Bible. Bible. If go home, your faith has. Jesus Christ said to whom? The Roman soldier. Go home. Your faith has cured your servant. Your faith. Sometimes it could be a thing about faith or quantum, sometimes these things work. Prayers work, sometimes they don't work, and we say, God knows best. Maybe God is delaying the prayer. We have reasons for that. Because it's not good for you. You think something is good for you, and you ask, but even though all these women are very exotic looking and beautiful, maybe, but you like, but you think they're good for you, but they're not good for you. Or they're out of beauty. Just that, you know what God has said in the Quran is. And another thing is, you poor Sunnis, you don't see how you have misunderstood, then mistranslated, saving you Sunnis from this horrid Quran. So, Surah 8, like I showed you, right? Please see this, okay? What a joke this is. It's a wicked joke. You have played with, he's made you play with you. You can't see it, right? See how you've missed it. And then you look at Surah Tahrim. Like you tell the Shias, Ali Ali kyun pukarte hain and this and that. God is sufficient or God is not sufficient? Surah 8 has 64. And if you say here, you're bent on saying, no, no, our translation is correct, then I'll show you Surah Tahrim, Ayat 4. O Prophet, sufficient for you is Allah. And if you read Sahih International in your own language, if Sahih International has translated this ayat in your language, or whoever has, and has put it this way, like Sahih International has put it, translating it, then you'll get a wrong translation of this ayat, and you'll be coming here like that Mufti or the Sunnis who are they? Who say only Allah. In the mosques, please not invoke, right? Where's that Surah Jinn? In don't invoke in mosques other than Allah, and then you say, oh, these mushriks do, and they when the when only Allah is mentioned, they become like Zahra. What is this? In the Milad, pika hai, dry. Dry Milad of the Sunnis, but my mummy is sitting there, principal. It's okay. Invoke in mosques other than laws or with the law. What? Quran ayat. Waliyo wali ki jo shadi रची है परी तुम सल. Now we're with passion, right? Ali wali kuli pe jina mein na kiya dalaki narai hedri yoli salwat par Muhammad salli ala Muhammad Ali over. And your milads are like, oh my God, so dry for me. Sorry. It was only that I was a official photographer of St. Joseph's College. I had to be there, and I had these feelings when during Milad. It was like even more. So later on, my principal told. Then when I went to no, but before she could tell me that her mother was into Tarawis, holding Tarawis for the isn't it for the men only? Okay, for the women also in her house and all this. Ah, but the second wedding, the in the Fikri family, principal's son, they had Milad first, and so I said, that's why maybe a lot of reincarnation feeling coming, like I was feeling too much like I know her. I know her. This Milad thing. Prophet, can you believe it? The Sunnis don't believe in reincarnation at all. And ironically, during the milads of our college, Eidun Miladun Nabi times, months and all, God, getting a lot of this feeling. So thank God, God. It, okay, Sunni Milad, very dry. Ours is very powerful, like passionate, this also, Milads also, not only Mahram. So I could sit there and I was at peace. Like, no, I was getting pulled. Like, I know her. Why during Milad so much? So even maybe my wedding must have started with the Sunni Milad. And then my daughter, she's there. I'm her mother. So I don't know. So a lot of that feeling that I've known her before and she's been part of me. And I wrote a whole poem on that, which I don't have with me. My diaries, poem diaries books are back in Karachi. Lost. Must have lost them. So I'll leave you. Okay. So you see, even if you just don't, why would you say this now? Now be more, uh, what did I share here? Beyond Ajasara Saveri. Now, oh, Surah Jinn ayat. And he revealed that the masjids are for Allah. So do not invoke with Allah, even with Allah, anyone, right? Shias, not even Salak, right? Do not invoke with Allah anyone. So you see, serve Allah, only Allah, only Allah, only Allah. In your masjid, masjid with Allah, invoking, like calling, okay, the azan, that you sharik Allah, uh, with Allah, you say Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. You mention that in your azans, prayer calls. But you say that you do not call on Prophet Muhammad. That's true. Okay. But this Allah only, or Prophet, sufficient for you is Allah. And if you're not really, so which one of you, like this Mufti, only Allah, right? Invoking only Allah for tawbah and all this. You mean to say you don't even use wasila like Durud Sharif? Come on. Some of you do. Before praying, dua, a supplication to Allah, you have to invoke, you're told, right? Some humbly, I don't know, Shafi, who they were, told me that yes, in this manner, taking Prophet Muhammad, like my mother, Durud Sharif, and then she prays. She prays in the sense that she makes her wish, she prays to Allah, supplicating, da'a, or dua, if you are Urdu, making dua to Allah. But, but the Durud Sharif, the salawat is very important, before and after the dua to Allah. Tawbah, whatever, astaghfar. Now, so here if you say that, no, look. Now, if you say, now look at this ayat. Look at it. Not Allah knows best, or oops, you'll find out that your Sahih International wrong, Abdul Halim translation wrong, and Yusuf Ali wrong, and I right? And this ayat says, O Prophet, sufficient for you is Allah and whoever follows you of the believers. So this is for the Prophet. It starts with the Prophet that sufficient for you is Allah and the believers, meaning whoever follows you of, now it's also of the believers who follow you, not those hypocrites who have been who left behind and said we are believers. Remember in that Surah Anfal again, or Araf, the believers are divided. The believers, Now, these are other categories of believers. You'd say about hypocrites that, well, but just hold on, yeah, the believers, like I tell you that those Bedouin Arabs, you say those are the categories of, they couldn't be forgiven, hypocrites. And here, why are you saying there can't be different categories of believers? Okay, but, and you're saying, yeah, there can be. You're saying, I'm saying that these are different categories of believers. So believers are divided about hypocrites. Maybe when this falls into perspective, let's see the Quran ayat. So these are special kind of believers. Surah Nisa ayat. Why are you believers divided into two groups regarding the hypocrites? Just because they did not emigrate with the Prophet. So could it be here in Surah Anam ayat 64, O Prophet, sufficient for you is Allah and for whoever follows you of the believers, that Allah is sufficient. But there's no for here, if you may see this. Please pay attention. This is a very important point. Then you will say that we are the ones who are taking the Quran ayats out of context. Or I have a low comprehension, or I didn't understand what you were saying because maybe you didn't explain it properly. So open your Qurans. Not only look in the this. Open your Qurans to this. Oh wait, I'll even give you this. Think about it. Going slow with you. Going slow with you. Going slow. We have the whole night. Muslims have holidays. Islamic countries. Go to this. Surah Anfal at 64. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Right? There is no for. Any Arab Muslim who can help me, or ex-Muslim, honest, or prophet, anyone who knows Arabic, Quran Arabic, honest person. And the discussion has to be like what did I say to Rob Christian? I can't believe this. He was thinking, I can't believe this. My emotional ecstasy damage. Uh, Recently, what could be that would make Rob Christian think, what am I doing there? I appreciate his work, his in-depth knowledge, research, and all this, diving deep into books I've never heard of. Where did he get all these books from? What is this coming up? This is my dream come true, getting to the root of the 99 names of Allah. But, I questioned some things. Yeah, I questioned it. So this doesn't mean I go pulling it into a debate with Rob Christian. So how would we have a discussion here? Honest. Okay, Zahara, I believe I'm an ex-Muslim too. I believe this is wrong. No, I can't have discussions. I can't afford to anymore for my health. Not even with ex-Muslims, but I keep that open. And now if you say the Quran is with the Imam Ali, I showed you the Ismaili Quran contradictions. Ridiculous. And the questions I asked, Ismailis ran away, or they denied that he's Azan or he's the Ismaili, you see, putting me in a lot of distress. I'm thinking paranoid, right? Ismailis ran away. So this cannot ask, like tell the Imam to have an assembly and show us the Quran from your heart. Give us those eyes. Like Krishna tells Arjun. Okay, the first thing is that Arjun should have faith in this Krishna. I say even this is wrong. If you are a god and you want us to believe in you, you should have a better way of making us believe in you. That is from the very onset, show us everything. Not that Arjun, you're testing Arjun's faith. You don't test Arjun's faith unless you have given him the full knowledge. Then you test, right? Uh, if you just entered your class, new class, right? You've passed and you've entered a new class grade, and the teacher says, "I'm going to give you a test that oh, you previously you've so you learned from the previous class." But even if the teacher starts again, this teacher wants to test you that whether she believes in the before the previous one teacher that you passed, okay? But now, if you come in the new and she just starts testing you, that's wrong. Not about your past, but about this new class, just on the onset. And if, shall we take it from nursery? Well, my mother believed in education. Wait a minute, believed that education was very important for even females. Maybe she had the blood of her great grandfather's Aghanis. They were Aghanis, still going through her veins. Okay, now what kind of a, can I give you find a good example to give you? So, Agha Khani says, or someone who sent me a book, and I chose to read this one. The second one he sent me was recognition of the Imam. So the first criteria is to believe, correct belief. You should have the correct belief. Now, where's the evidence for the first criteria to believe? Where's that evidence? You don't have it. They can't provide it because from the Qurans, from the Quran, not Qurans, from the Quran, I found contradictions. Now, which other evidence can they give me? So they got stuck. So even if you're waiting for your Imam or you're saying Ismaili Imam is true, I've just, through the Quran ayats, destroyed even Ismaili Islam, right? So it doesn't make, it's common sense. Like Krishna told me, the one I think deluded, when he was doing law in the Lyceum, we spoke over the phone and he said, I said, how is law? Because we didn't have St. Michael's in St. Michael's High School, A levels, law, the subject law. He said, it's just common sense. Common sense. Law is common sense. British law is common sense. O level or A level. So he didn't say it's hard or so. This was my childhood dream, and I didn't go in the Lyceum. But I wanted the Christians, and I was missing Mr. Sam. So okay, that was okay for me. Now common sense. This also. Just common sense. Just common sense. British law is common sense. Okay, Krishna reincarnated. What is the matter with you that you are two groups concerning the hypocrites, while Allah has made them fall back for what they earned? Do you wish to guide those whom Allah has sent astray? And he whom Allah sends astray. You see, these polities, new polities, didn't understand what this man was saying, and as Allah was saying, do you wish to guide those? Of course, we wish to guide those. We have walis and all. We wish to guide them. Then they wish you would disbelieve as they disbelieved, so you would be alike. So do not take from among them allies until they emigrate for the cause of Allah. But if they turn away, refuse to emigrate, then seize them and kill them. What kind of Allah is this? Right? And the point I'm forgetting, I know. I'll come back to it maybe. Wherever you find them, and take not from among them any ally or helper. So who put sense in this psychopath? Prophet Muhammad. I think in message, you see when the Muslims go to the Ethiopian priest, I think these polytheists went to the Ethiopian priest saying, he's going to have us killed. Then the next ayat came, except for those who take refuge with the people between yourselves and whom is a treaty. I think the Christian Ethiopian high priest or something say someone, what's his position at that time? You can see message movie. Then this ayat came. You see how now it falls into perspective. Not that the Muslims went saying that these polytheists are after us, wanting to expel us, and they're attacking our religion. You see this? How can? Come on, intelligent people. You are intelligent. You are not traumatized like I am. And maybe even have cancer or something. I don't know. I had a blood test, but I haven't checked. Now I have to go. So there they took the blood test, and now I have to go to the doctor whether I have cancer or not. They wish you would disbelieve as they did. See, Surah Nisai, right? So kill them. Tell me, tell yourself. Meaning, tell yourself, right? Let me show you. So we have the whole night, and these poor neighbors would want to sleep. Okay, we don't have the whole night. Have to, even though it's a holiday, Eid holidays. Oh, so look at this. Look at this side. Look at it. And tell me while I'm searching for what? Oh, YouTube, the message. Now, at this time, God has said, kill them if they don't emigrate. Wherever you find them, right? These are just hypocrites. And they want you to come into, yes, disbelief and all this. Look, the message. Please look at it, look at it. We're changing history here. 1400 years of history. The through the Quran only. And showing you a little part of message. Movie. Ethiopian. Let's see if I can find Ethiopian king. Who could have gone here? Jafar Tayar sent to the and some other Muslim. Umar is there. I couldn't find him. Can't identify. This is Jafar Tayar, right? Oh, his son married Zainab, Zainab bin Ali. So this is Jafar Tayar, the Jafar who has wings, flyer. Tayar means wings, right? Like airplane. Tayar, Tayar. Can you say that? Can we say that here? They're showing the history wrong. Actually, these poor Baltis had to run to Ethiopia, Ethiopian king, when they saw. No, these Muslims, your fellow Muslims. Baba is calling us hypocrites, and we just because we have not emigrated with them to Yathrib, right? Guide those Allah's and destiny. They wish you would disbelieve as they disbelieved. They only wish. They wish, or they make you. They force you to disbelieve, or they only wish. They only wish. Also, noteworthy. They wish what do. If you disbelieve, as they disbelieve. And you would be alike. So do not take from them allies, awliya, okay? Don't take awliyas until they emigrate in the way of Allah, fi sabilillah. Then they turn back. See, but if they turn back from this, what they're commanded to do, emigrate in the way of Allah. That time would be from Makkah, following Prophet Muhammad's way, from Makkah to Medina. Oh, now we're putting history in Islamic history in its perfect perspective. It's falling. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, I don't can't talk in Urdu. So I should have been born a Britisher. Okay, my mother tongue should have been British, English. So we go back here, back to this ayat. Where is it? Surah Nisa ayat 89. You see this? Allah, Allah. So now you get it. So the ayat came. Married. No, no, no. Ayat. What ayat came? Why should you be divided? 89 says, if they turn away, like they just do not emigrate for the cause of Allah, in the way of Allah, fi sabilillah. Fi sabilillah. They don't emigrate. Here, right? Seize them and kill them. What they didn't tell you and what they told you is that when the Palsis were after the Muslims, new Muslims, they had to go to Ethiopia. But now who is the one? If they take none of them for your ally or helper. No, no, here, before this. So, but if they turn their backs on emigration, meaning, right? Very well put, Maududi. Seize them, explaining this is right, in the brackets. Seize them and slay them wherever you come upon them. Oh my goodness. So who's the cruel one? Tell me, please. Have they had a battle with you? This is the verdict on those hypocritical confessors of faith who belong to a belligerent non-Muslim nation, and actually participate in acts of hostility ah, against the Islamic State. This is wrong. It just says that they wish that you would disbelieve as they disbelieve. Do not therefore take them allies, protectors, okay, friends now. Emigrate until they emigrate in the way of Allah. Now, how can these hypocrites, be fighting you, having skirmishes, belligerent? You're in Medina, Madyatrib, and they're back in Makkah. Oh, but it doesn't say they've had a battle with you. Wait a minute. Belligerent in what? Oh, they're belligerent. You who belong to a belligerent. Poor people have been put in under a belligerent thing. Non-Muslim nation. Actually participate in acts of hostility against the Islamic State. Really? Huh? Oh, because they're put hypocrites You have jumped to the conclusion. Allah, there is no God but He. Of a surety, He will gather you together against the day of judgment. What else? He who intercedes in a good cause shall share. Oh my God. Intercedes in a good cause. So you're saying only Allah and there's no intercession. Now here, Allah, there's no deity except Him. He will surely assemble you for the day of reckoning, resurrection, about which there is no doubt. When a courteous greeting is offered to you, meet it with a better courteous, more courteous. What is the matter with you that you are two groups concerning the hypocrites? I can find that. Where's the verse? Intercessory, intercession. Take. Whoever recommends and helps a good cause. Oh, is it wasila intercession? Now you see the ayahs you are reading? I'm reading, not you, in English. Sorry. Now this one, whoever recommends. You don't see intercession in the Quran, do you? If you read Yusuf Ali ayat, helps in a good cause, recommends and helps. Okay, recommendation also means intercession. Please don't say there's no intercession in the Quran. Some of you Muslims, I heard one Muslim saying this. Whoever intercedes an intercession good will have for him a share of it, and whoever intercedes an intercession evil will have for him a portion of it. And is Allah on everything a keeper? Right? So there is intercession. You're allowed to intercede in a good way, not bad way. God knows how many of you. So this, since the ayat has come, ayat only Allah is not sufficient. Another thing is, if you closely examine these verses, Surah Nisa at 88, what is the matter with you? So preceding verses, they're not fighting you. What is the matter with you? Believers or believers, your Sahabas, the ones you really, they're divided, right? And they even went arguing with Prophet Muhammad another time. Where was that ayat? Where's that ayat? Two groups concerning the hypocrites. Now your believers are divided in two groups concerning the hypocrites, while Allah has made them fall back. So now God explains. Can someone come here and explain to me like a God is explaining to them about these doubts and contradictions? Even the Ismailis have run away from me. For what they heard. Do you wish to guide those whom Allah has sent astray? And he whom Allah sends, they're not having a fight with you. Why do you have to say they're belligerent? They just don't agree with you. Oh, they say they are believers, but they have remained in Makkah. Now, so you know what this man did? He said, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to tell you, telling that God is sending inspirations to me poetically, the Quran way. You see, this Quran language. That he was a very clever man, very intelligent, in the sense that brainy, cunning, cunning. So he said, okay, I know, listen, these are hypocrites, right? These are hypocrites and made you think that they are belligerent. They have been hostile towards you. Now this shows that the Makkan polytheists were not hostile towards these believers. So he had to call them hypocrites, right? Because the Makkan, and I was exiled because they were after me, my life. They confiscated Muslims' properties, also my property. I had to run away, seek refuge in Yathrib. You get it? Oh, I've seen it. How can I follow such a psychopath who's put the wrong blame on the Makkan polytheists? And even you believers, you are divided about them. Why are you not clear about them? You're believers, Sahabas of Prophet Muhammad. Nauzubillah, Nauzubillah, don't curse them. Don't curse them. What if they turn out to be hypocrites later on? Even they who have emigrated. Is there a, what about that with Rasulullah? Who emigrated? Hello, Shias. Umar emigrated. Abu Bakr emigrated with him. And you're saying he's a hypocrite. Oh my God. Ali slept on his bed to protect him, Prophet Muhammad. The first one to emigrate with Rasulullah was Abu Bakr. He was in the cave. There are two of them. And you're saying he's a hypocrite. Shias. How can the Sunnis decide on this? They see this ayat and say, no, Abu Bakr was the first to emigrate. How can he be a hypocrite? But he got a bamboo in Surah Nur, ayat 22, right? See, Sunnis. Oh my God. So he got a bamboo. He said, why are you not Surah Nur? Oh, I can't believe what I did. I just, my, okay, I just, something, my nose, I wiped it out. So, Surah Nur, ayat 33. No, yes. Abu Bakr stopped. What is the thing? Tafsir? So now I use the tafsir. But how to see the tafsir, then believe in what actually happened and decide. But let them who find not the means for marriage abstain from sexual relations until Allah. No, no, no. What? No, no. Surah Nur. This is about the prostitute, allowing prostitution. Surah Nur, ayat 20. Something funny is happening here. Abu Bakr was like, stopped. Which is it? 22? Which ayat? Abu Bakr has sworn. Sworn. Oh, and let not those of virtue among you and wealth swear not to give aid to their relatives and the needy and the emigrants for the cause of Allah. Let them pardon and overlook. You say very good. Here the pardon and overlooking. Oh, is for this Abu Bakr. Why? Okay. So let them pardon and overlook. Would you not like that Allah should forgive you? Indeed, those who falsely accuse chaste, unaware, and believing women are cursed in this world and the hereafter. So whoever falsely accused Aisha, they're cursed in this world and the hereafter. They will have a great punishment. on a day when the tongues and the hands and the feet will bear witness against them as to what they used to do. Okay, so Mista was one who did this. He is cursed, and the Allah is not allowing Abu Bakr, although Mista is cursed now, right? I think he was the second one who spread rumors against Aisha. Aisha accused chaste, unaware, believing women, those who falsely accuse. Indeed, those who, doesn't even say falsely, does it? It just says, indeed, those who accuse the chaste women, the unaware women, ghafilati. Can't put innocent women, pure women, chaste women, but unaware women, ghafilati. Aisha was ghafilat. What a way to put it, Allah. There's two meanings to ghafilat. You know, if you're in ghaflat, you're in darkness, you are not aware of God, believing and women. And the believing women, mu'minati, are cursed. And the meaning those who accuse these chaste, unaware women, and the hereafter, and for them is punishment over great. So, you know, your mufti is cursed, right? Your mufti who came here, look, sweeping statement against me, unaware women. On a day when the tongues and the hands and the feet will bear witness against them as to what they used to do. With your own books, I'm showing you. Your mufti is cursed. Kashif Chaudhary. The day Allah will pay them in full their true recompense, and they will know that it is Allah who is the manifest truth. Oh, so this manifest truth. Do you know what is manifest truth? Allah is the manifest truth. Now we're turning. Look at this, how the Hindus have taught us, and how I find out myself. But Shivoham, consciousness, pure consciousness, truth that all things manifest. Wait a minute, who makes the truth manifest? Okay, so who makes the truth? Wait a minute, the day Allah will pay them in full. I'm reading the word by word, I think. Allah will pay them in full their recompense, the due, haqq, and they will know that Allah, He is the truth. Allah is the truth, the manifest, right? Mubin, open. Now, how the translators have put it, Allah is the manifest truth. Please see this. Let me show you how Allah is the manifest truth. Let me help you. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. So this is from the Hindus and Moji Baba and all. Don't put it on Sufis. This is not originally from Sufis. This is beyond Sufism. So Allah is the manifest truth. Don't read translations about this. Very important verse. I'll share it here. Quran.com. You can read word by word so you don't miss any. Don't go to the translation. You can go to the translations later, but they are misleading you. Translations are misleading you. You see, you poor Sunnis, what has Allah done to you? Actually, I don't blame Allah. I blame this prophet. He's the main culprit. So close your eyes just for a second, like Descartes said, I think, therefore I am. He put himself in a very hot room trying to find out what, so the self, fighting with the self, like, am I the nafs? Am I this? If I'm the nafs, like, kill your nafs. So in a very hot room, what will be left of me when I'm fighting my nafs? In other ways, Didi, the mirror Didi, Rajiv's awakening dream, Rajiv's dreams and all that. In that, Brahma guides Raji to the truth. What is the truth? Ultimate, which is manifest, which means it is open to all. It is manifest, it is all prevalent, it is omnipresent, right? Which means, don't miss this, because they didn't want us to know that this is Allah. I think therefore I am. So what does that Allah say to Moses? Yahweh? I am who I am, right? So what is the I am here? So without thought, is there something here without thought? What is this which is here? Which doesn't think. I think, therefore I am. Descartes, Rene Descartes. It doesn't think, but it is here. What is this? Pure awareness, right? Do you see it? And it sees you? Who's seeing? Who's seeing? Who's the witness? Absolute. Without the thought processes, this is it. Don't miss this. I wish to show you this. Direct. You are in no distance from God. Now this is direct. And you don't come to it with this way. Sirf only Allah and this and that. You just come to his attributes and praising him and all this. And zikr Allah. But even as soon Sufis, the Mansur Allah, yes. Ana Allah Haq. But he didn't tell you what is Haq. He said, I'm Haq. But what is this Haq? This Haq is manifest. It is omnipresent. It is you without your conditioning, without your thoughts, without your body, without your soul. It is you, right? So this, don't miss this. Freeing you from all conditioning, habits, without your thoughts. It's not I think, therefore I am. Without thinking, what am I? I just am. I'm that being and nothingness and pure awareness. Being without the form, the I am, the witness, the shahid. This is you. You don't need an imam to tell you. No guide to guide you. Just this. No guide to show you. So where were we? The Quran is a pathetic book, yes. And you would now where your mind will go to, you're telling us, but in every, even they say in a rascal there is some good in a rascal, not all bad. Like there's, not, like my principal said, there's not only black and white, but there's gray. So there are some good ayats, there's some bad ayats, and he's stolen it, and look what he's done here. Look at his cunningness, which I tried to show you in this ayat. Now it falls into perspective in the Surah Anfal or Surah Nisayats, then who came? Except for those who have taken, and then it goes to say that, they haven't fought their people and they don't want to fight you. They want to give you peace. So this is what that Ethiopian priest or a bishop or someone at that time, high priest, Christian, tried to explain to this mad psychopath. And there, in Surah Mumtahana, how I showed you that the Sahaba started to pray because the psychopath is going to kill them, hate them, do this. And then he said, okay, so, not even pray for these idol worshippers. So they said, oh Lord, do not make us a torment against these. It's not the prophet praying, it's, these believers, so called believers. They know that they're now trapped under this mad person, and some of them have helped him, like Ali and all. I don't know. And yeah, there could be some true psychopaths with him, criminals, corrupted people he's gathered, bandits he's gathered. You see? So these poor politicians are trapped in this bandit, this group with Prophet Muhammad the head, warmonger. So that's why they had to. Some of them had to pray like this when they made him a little. He said, "Okay, yeah, what are they praying?" Like I'm just guessing, but this guessing I can do inference through inference because I see him a psychopath. So even okay, not only him, but look at how pathetic he's made this book into, and Allah. Now you can see it a little bit. Surah Nisa it's 25, and starting from Surah Baqarah 2 to 3, then going to Surah Nisa 25, like pathetic reasoning and all this God gives. So, will I ever be able to not convince you? Stop convincing you. But we're analyzing. Now we have to first we make ourselves empty of any fear. Then we can judge without fear. We must judge. At times we need to study the Quran, whether this is a false prophet or a true prophet. But then we choose like as unconditional love for him. Okay, if you want that, and let's ask those ladies who were raped and their men killed, their sons killed, their fathers killed, if they would forgive him. He never, he never said that I have wronged myself, I've wronged these people. So let it on God, really. Let it be. Because let God, let that someone, justice, divine justice, decide against him. We will go on. So at least we can save ourselves now here from this tyrant. So then we can judge, but like reaching blindly, no, following this and taking some things from the West and saying, oh, making me realize, like, oh, you're judging me, sending a Hindu here and saying, oh, now you're judging me. Crooked ways you come. We can judge. So I haven't taken those Hindu ways. I never said you can't judge. But, like with Chitta Krishnamurti also, he takes you with your mind. And you say, oh, Jiddu Krishnamurti, but Jiddu Krishnamurti is making them use their mind. Sometimes he says, think, and all this. And, you come in such crooked ways and you will lose out yourselves. We have nothing to lose because people like you can never help us. And we don't need help from you. No way. Even if I'm dying, thumping, like a fish out of water, restless. I would never want. I've seen you people. Thank you. No, thank you. But thank you, those Westerners. I need you to help me. Not these cunning devices, conniving ways. You come here and you use Hindu and Hindus, and you've even made Hindus ex-Hindus. Please don't. Okay, you want to do that? You do it somewhere else. If I catch you, now you're saying, oh, you're judging me. Of course, I'm not saying don't judge anyone. We'll come to unconditional love, like non-judgmental, non-judging, to find the truth in that way. But also in this way, we can find the truth about this by using your mind first and using neutral. Okay, car is moving and you're saying, I'm contradicting myself. Wait a minute, let me get this straight. You're not cooperating with me. You haven't. You've made me cry blood here. Already I'm bleeding inside. You made me cry blood. So when I'm saying, if you put the mind aside, that's to see that what you truly are, the pure awareness, then you can use the mind in this thing with this pure awareness, under this pure awareness, not disconnected from pure awareness. So, and if there's a good and the bad to the mind, without fear, and at least like when you're using your thoughts, judging without fear, at least that come to that level, we are examining. There is pure awareness. There's sunshine and there's a candle, right? And the candle in the sunshine, no, just nothing, right? You don't need it. Like what kind of a, like how shall I tell you? You will come here very cunningly, connivingly, try to make me realize that I'm judging you and I'm saying not to judge anyone. I'm using pure awareness and you will bring, very cunning, very conniving, manipulative, backed from the back door. You think you've got it all, and I'm contradicting myself. But can you at least, for once, okay, we've got this pure awareness, and what makes this is constant. This doesn't. There's no movement in this, but what is moving inside it? What is the movement inside it? So once you realize this pure awareness, it will move you. There will be a movement, and this will move you. It's not like there won't be any movements and you'll be just still, like in inertia. You can't move. No one is saying you shouldn't be moving. Just be still and know your God. But then there's a movement here, and that movement will be that movement, right or wrong, but not this kind of right and wrong. But it will be a correct. It will be the right movement, right? So I'm not able to put words to this, and I assure you, it won't come to this. Like I will throw you in hell. The pure awareness saying, if you don't, but you have, like for Hindus, they have a next life, next life. It's not like this. Even the Muslims who know that this is the only life they have, they've made mistakes. They've made, okay, not to Gunai Kabira, great sins, but they've made mistakes. Human, after all, they're not masoom, completely innocent. There's this. Your own religion says this. Not, I'm not saying it, but I assure you that we are judging in the. We can then have insights upon this, and that insight, with the help of the That pure awareness, intellect then will work in a proper way without fear. Then we can use our intellect. Like recently, I saw a video when someone's, oh, this the Swedish witch was saying, like, you don't have to fight against the ego. Ego is very good, right? Don't lose your entire ego. So you are given an ego for a reason. So I can change my, I can leave Hinduism, some of the things I've mentioned, but this I found pure awareness, not through the help of Hinduism. And yes, there are ayahs which say, rely on God, trust in God. Then when you trust in this pure awareness, it will take, uh, it will be a right movement, right movement. And right now we can judge this if you just let go of fear. If you can just let go of holding on to your Islam to be the right and don't say anything and we will kill you, we will teach you a lesson. If you can just drop all that and see with pure reasoning will come up. It's like pure insight. The pure reasoning, which is not of the school of thought of Shia, which is not of the school of thought of Sunni, then pure judgment will come. Like God is the greatest judge. Not like take his judgment, Prophet Muhammad's, and submit your will to his judgment. He's a lopsided judge. So then we can come to that full where Kant maybe says or something, your full being will know about this, that this is, you could see it. It's like such a pure, it's a pure reasoning, untarnished from fear or any conditioning. And then we can judge. You see, like God is the judge. That's right. Quran ayat also says there are some good things in the Quran. I don't deny it. I never denied it. Okay? You know how many errors Saudi Arabia has found? Now, the fear went, right? Errors in the Quran. Saudi Arabians have found. Pray, do not mock me. This is for real, right? Call for amendments to errors in Quran. Memory. Let's see if this news is true. I have found errors, missing verses, not complete sentences, ayats. In ayats, Saudi translation of Quran into Hebrew has 300 errors. Saudi translation in Quran, sorry, of Quran into Hebrew, no. Saudi Arabia seizes copies of the Quran with errors. Saudi accused of Judaizing the Quran. Oh God, now you're accusing the Saudis. Now, oh my God, you see what problem people, what kind of people are you really? Okay, you want Sudrofai, but thank God at least some Saudis have Sudrofied, improved, become better. So then you come to that judgment where the sun tells, like it's the sunlight, and then you can just take a magnifier, you take a magnifier and you burn all these Quran ayats, like, right? It burns. You see, the sun, it's not protected. The Quran ayats, like the paper, Quran, which the Quran ayats are on. Take your Quran, don't do it, it'll burn. Take a magnifier. We did this experiment in Karachi American School. The sun and not even lighting it with the lighter, a fire. The Quran will burn, parts of it will go black, start burning. That's the way you can burn the Quran and see if God has guided it. Guarded it, not guided it. Guarded it, sorry, my fault, all right? The sun will burn it through the magnifier and the sun. Through this method, sorry, the sun won't burn it, but through the method of a magnifier, right, on the paper where the Quran ayats are, it can burn it. We've done this paper burning, sunlight, and magnifier. So, what am I trying to say? This magnifier, it's not afraid that I'm going to burn the Quran. No. But my hand is holding it, and I'm not afraid that I'm going to burn the Quran. So, the thing is, why am I not afraid? Why should I be afraid? I'm after the truth, and isn't truth the truth is the only thing, right? Say the truth has come and falsehood has vanished. The good ayat. Say the truth has come and falsehood has vanished. Surely falsehood is a vanishing thing. So why should I be afraid? If I'm on the side of the truth, and has the truth come, and the truth, what is the truth? First find that out also. Then we can purely examine these things. Purely examine. Meaning in neutrality, but there is a movement. In neutrality, we come from pure awareness where there's no judgment. And then yet there in it is the movement. And we're connected to this. This will move us. And when this moves us, then it moves us to the right direction. Yes, it has a direction here. From it moves us in truth and anal haq. It moves us in truth. You already have to see that you are this truth. You have to see that you are already in this truth. And the falsehood then will depart from you. All those false facades, personalities that you've gathered, habits, all will go away. Surah 17, ayat 81 says, and say the truth has come. No, no. The truth has always been here. Truth doesn't come. And the falsehood will dissolve. Right? It will depart from you. Yes. Oh, surely falsehood is ever bound to depart. So showing you that you are the haq and it doesn't come. You need to realize you already are this. Okay, so just peeling away falsehood in pure awareness. Then we can make a sound judgment. Sound judgment is like pure judgment, not prejudiced, not out of fear, That's sound judgment. So, this, and then there are people coming here. So, sorry, it's like 2 hours now. Uh, oh, oh, please, brothers and sisters. Oh, please, honest, be honest. Please, for the sake, I'm trying to help my Muslim humanity for the. Please. Oh, people coming saying to me, making me indirectly, oh, you're judging me. I didn't say that there's no judgment, but you will see, maybe. Give me time. Give yourself some on how to. So I'm telling you how to bring this honesty in you. So your cunning ways go. Please remove the cunning ways also that you use here against me. Please. It's for the welfare. Human beings. Okay? So taking a break, I have to go now. Thank you so much.